Guys, welcome to another episode of our predictions about Premier League. With me is Serjan.
Hello guys.
And I'm Patrick. Welcome everyone and let's go.
So before we start with the predictions, we are now on the road to 100 subscribers. So if you like our content and if you want to see more of us, click that subscribe button. So our first match for this game week number 9 is match between Leicester and Nottingham Forest, and both teams actually got 3 points last week.
Leicester actually got like 6 points because they won last 2 matches, but that last one with Southampton was something wow.
Yeah, I mean, now it looks like a tradition that every game week someone must battle 2-0 lead.
And
it
usually
was Tottenham before, then it was Everton 2 times, and now Southampton was again the unfortunate conceder of the goal in stoppage time that cost them points.
Yeah, it looked like end of the match after 2-0 in like first 20 minutes, something.
Yeah, like very, very quick 2 goals for Southampton.
Yeah, and then suddenly loss of consciousness, like a control about the match, but like Leicester are foxes and they did the fox job.
Yeah, they just like went out of the hiding and then got their 3 goals
and attacked.
I mean, the fact is that this time I think the coach of Southampton can take the blame for that, because he made some like dubious changes. He put on Fraser as a fullback for some reason. Then he conceded a penalty, got a red card for that, and then they just lost the plot. But let's focus on game week 9 and what do you think that will happen in this? Do you think that Leicester can make it 3 out of 3 or Nottingham will get some more points?
I'm not sure. I started to kind of believe in Nottingham Forest this time because they are higher in the ranks for now, so I will bet on Nottingham Forest now getting their second win
in a row.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a draw. Like Nottingham will still be without Morgan Gibbs-White, and Leicester is, I don't know, like I said already several times, and I'm like starting to sound like a broken record. Like Leicester is my favorite to stay up from all of the teams.
New teams.
Yeah. And I think like games like this is, if they can like manage to sneak at least a draw, will be something that like carry their like points tally upwards and like to the safety.
Yeah, like 7 points after 3 matches is like very nice for our Leicester City.
Exactly, like they are starting to go somewhere. So yeah, we will see. Like
on
Friday start this time, yeah.
And the next match will be Manchester City versus Southampton. And yeah, we talked just a bit about Southampton, and now we can just like finish that their losing way is just getting momentum, because match against City is like 100% 0
like
points.
You're playing against a big boss, and
final
City keeps getting away with it kinda, because they got like a late equalizer against Arsenal. Now they got all 3 points against Wolverhampton. So actually last week City did the opposite Southampton.
Exactly, yeah, like they ran out of the like axe, which was like this close to their head. Wolverhampton played actually very nice in their defense, because they scored the first goal, and for majority of the match they were actually winning with Manchester City, and I was very surprised because their defense was very solid,
and that was their biggest issue actually,
because later that actually killed their stamina, I would say. And Manchester City has one of the best players in Europe right now, and they got their chance. Even if it's like
John Stones, similar to Arsenal, again John Stones.
Always has to be him, but
very random.
Also, Wolverhampton was, as I can say, like catching the knife at the very end of this match, because first time they thought that it's offside, but it wasn't. And second time they were like, oh, but Bernardo Silva fouled our goalkeeper. No, it was more goalkeeper actually fouling
it was
Bernardo
checked
Silva
for 5 minutes almost.
Yeah, because like this was very crucial. It was almost
end of the match. Yeah.
End of the match. Yeah,
probably last kick of the football actually.
Yeah, like very soon after everything was like resumed, whole game, it was actually ended. so yeah, Wolverhampton played actually very nice, even if they lost that match. I won't say a bad word about Wolves, but Southampton I'm not seeing this.
Yep, I'm not seeing this
same.
Yeah. Because like we talked in the previous week, the issue with Wolverhampton having 1 point isn't that they're playing that badly, although their defense is dodgy really this year, but they played literally all of top 6 teams and it's
right now, and it's just 9th fixture.
Exactly. Like, so I mean it's hard for them to pick up the points, but now I mean they're gonna have to get back to winning ways. But like, let's return to the current match. I mean, even though the City is gonna miss a lot of players, lot of starting players.
Grealish, for example.
Grealish, Doku
also,
Rodri and De Bruyne, who are for a longer time.
Yeah.
But I don't see Southampton having a chance, to be honest. Like, I don't see them having like a fight with City like Wolverhampton did.
It could be same match as it was in the Champions League last week when they played with Sparta Prague, and I'm expecting
Smackfest.
Exactly. I'm expecting the very same thing.
And now we're continuing with Brighton against Wolverhampton, and we already talked about Wolverhampton, their fight versus City. And what do you think? Will they be able to put up a fight against Brighton?
Well, they played against each other not so long ago in FA Cup, and Brighton won actually that match 3-2. But just keeping that in mind, let's also look back further, because in last 20 matches Brighton won 8 of them, and 8 times it was just a draw. I hope that Wolverhampton, after this good match with Manchester City, will gain some points, but I think it's not yet, not against Brighton, which is on a rush right now.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Brighton is now at this elusive 5th position that will take them for Champions League football next season. And Wolverhampton didn't manage to score a goal in the last 2 away matches at Brighton in the Premier League.
Also,
and one of their matches they lost 6-0 even. So and now their defense is worst defense in the entire Premier League. They conceded 23 goals up to now, and that is a lot in 8 games. So it's almost 3 goals conceded per match.
Yeah.
So I think that they will gonna get some rhythm, but I think still like it's not their time yet.
Yeah, Wolves usually also score something, but not against Brighton.
Yeah, I mean they're their kryptonite, I guess. But let's see.
So we are almost in the half of this next fixture, because Brentford will play against Ipswich, and Brentford got their chance when De Ligt was sent off like 5th or like 6th time, because he was actually bleeding of his head.
Very much bleeding.
Very much, all the time. But they are playing in red shirts, so not a problem.
And the ref was kind of ignoring it for a while, then he like returned him. That was a wild thing, and
and then like Pinnock actually got whole time and whole space as he can ever imagine to score.
That was like the easiest header you could assume of having in a Premier League stadium.
Exactly, and it was actually crucial, and I was ready for some real show after that, because I was looking for Manchester United actually losing some points with Brentford after that, even though it sounds even though it sounds crazy, but after 1-0 in that style, I was like, okay, now they have what they wanted, and then they will try. they will try to defend it. But yeah, it turns out that after like 15-20 minutes it was over.
Yeah, that was a great goal by Garnacho first, and he had easier opportunities and he missed them, and then he scored that. And this I'll be honest, I mean, I'm a Liverpool fan. I never rated Højlund much, but I'll have to take my head off for that finish. That was a top tier, Bergkamp-esque style of finish.
100% professional player of
quality
of Premier League. Like, he deserved to play in bigger club than actually Brentford or like Ipswich.
United, man.
Yeah. And then we have Ipswich, who after a couple of draws, even against Aston Villa, like 2-2, and Aston Villa is on a rush still in the Champions League, so
they're like 3 out of 3 in Champions League.
Exactly, so they are now actually out of the group stage, I would say. But yeah, going back to Ipswich, they are kind of returning to their default state because they start to losing games. Even they lost against Everton, which
is never good.
Which is never good sign for anyone if you are losing against Everton. Because if you are losing against West Ham, which is way better club than Everton, that's like. Yeah, counted in.
But I guess Everton is kind of a test, a median. Like, if you can't beat them, you can very easily go down. Like, you need to take points off them because that's basically it.
Yeah.
So what do you think will happen today? I mean, not today, but on Saturday.
On Saturday, I hope Brentford will win. But
I mean, I see it also. They are tactically more sound team and more complete. So I'm gonna go with
And they are very patient. Look how long they've been waiting with Manchester United, and
just waiting for the opening, because Frank is a great coach. He really makes them think on the pitch. So I think with a team that doesn't have much Premier League experience as Ipswich doesn't have, they're gonna struggle against them. So I'm gonna say 3-1.
Oh, even more. Okay.
Yeah, some goals.
Mm-hmm.
And our final match of 4 p.m. kickoffs is between Aston Villa and Bournemouth.
Bournemouth previously won with who they wanted to actually win. Because it was Everton, Southampton, so their level, I would say, maybe a bit lower. But after winning with Arsenal in that style, 2-0, they are maybe gaining some momentum. And does it mean any trouble for Aston Villa? I still don't think so, but I will be cautious.
Yeah, similar like that, because Bournemouth is now consolidated as a decent mid-tier club that's not threatened to get relegated or anything like that, and they can casually take off some big scalps. I mean, they were lucky against Arsenal, like I was saying in the previous week. If Arsenal is not fully 100% best players on the pitch, they're not gonna have a good time, and Saliba helped them a lot with this pretty unnecessary red card, I would say, because I mean, Nilsson would be through on goal, but he was still pretty far away, and I'm not quite sure that he would be it would be such easy task for him to score.
Yeah, and then in second half, Kivior also just passed the ball to the opponent, who
Kivior being Kivior
took his chance. Yeah, and then Kivior was being sent off of the pitch. And does it mean it's
he got substituted? He was a substitute and he got substituted.
Exactly, yeah. And does it mean it's start of his end of career in Arsenal right now, or?
To be honest, like I said it even before, his career at Arsenal wasn't even supposed to start, in my opinion. They picked him up for not big amount of money considering how much they can spend, but why would you buy a defender from a bottom tier club in Serie A? Do you really think that he can cover some serious Premier League minutes?
Exactly. Like there were some troubles in the center backs in previous season, so they required someone there and maybe someone cheap. So why not look for some like Polish player? And yeah, he proved that he's still not the level, I guess.
What Liverpool did, first look at your academy and then you look somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe they looked and maybe there wasn't anyone, but yeah, who knows that actually.
Exactly, because that player might have been loaned out somewhere, or I don't know. But yeah, let's go back to the point actually. And yeah, I mean, Arsenal, Aston Villa is 3 out of 3 in Champions League. They, after their 2 slip-ups in the Premier League, got a win last weekend also. So I think decently of Bournemouth, but I think that Aston Villa is still too big of a bite for them, especially away.
Okay, so you saying that winning against someone bigger than you isn't going to happen twice?
Yeah, I think it would be kinda too much. So I would say Aston Villa win.
Okay, so I would also bet on Villa.
And we're finishing off Saturday's football with the match in Liverpool with Everton versus Fulham.
Everton last couple matches they are both drawing and winning, so now should be a draw, and I guess Fulham might be capable of drawing against Everton, but I'm not usually going with the draws, but yeah, maybe this time just looking by the logic, but in English football sometimes there's no logic, so I would say
exactly.
So I would say Fulham is much better team, and they will get their chances couple times more with Everton, and they will win this match.
I mean, Everton didn't beat Fulham since 2020.
Oh.
So they beat them in COVID time last time, and
different times.
Yeah, and Silva is a serious coach, actual coach, not Brexit Daesh, yeah, England football. So yeah, I think that I mean, maybe it's my Liverpool bias, but I'm gonna say Fulham win.
And for a Sunday, you better have some more screens than just one, because at 3 p.m. of our time, we have 3 very nice matches.
Very decent matches.
Yeah, and first of them is Manchester United with West Ham.
Yeah, they're playing in London, and now I'm gonna go for a draw.
Oh.
Both of the teams are kinda underperforming, and that's an understatement.
Yeah.
But
especially with United.
Yeah, I mean, because they kinda got some decent signings out, and not that they're underperforming, but their sheer inability to score goals is just
enormous,
remarkable.
Yeah.
But so I can't think that the United fans still being happy. Ten Hag is still kind of under fire. I don't see one win against Brentford just taking him out of it.
Of course, yeah.
And same thing is with Lopetegui, because he got some really decent signings. He bought Fulcrum for a lot of money, for West Ham standards, a lot of money.
Yeah, German national.
And the guy is constantly injured, and he will be injured also for this match.
Yeah, and
even
couple
bigger
more
problem for them will be that Kudus got sent off in the last match. He got a red card. They're gonna have to be playing without him. And also, United is playing without their key midfielder. Mainu is not gonna play. So I think it's gonna just be one tough and cautious match that's gonna be like maybe even a 0-0 draw.
Okay, but for me, I would say that the Brentford was just like for United winning against Brentford was just a small light of hope, but West Ham will just
extinguish it, like
extinguish it just right away, and they will put them back in their like place, which is for now like lower the part of the table, but we will see. I bet that West Ham will win, and yeah, why not? We will see.
Okay, you want to make it a kebab bet?
Kebab bet, yeah. Let's make it.
Okay. And we are now going to second match, and we're staying in London, but this time we're going to see match between Crystal Palace and Tottenham.
That is right. Crystal Palace lost last 3 matches, and I'm not betting any penny for them against Tottenham.
I talked about Manchester United's sheer inability to score. Well, Crystal Palace has 5 goals in 8 matches only. Their defense is kind of solid.
Yeah, like they play like they forgot what's football all about. It's about scoring, not only defending.
Yeah,
badly
it's
defending.
It's still weird for me because they were on such a great run of form to finish out last season, but they still don't have a win. They only have 3 points. They have 3 draws, 5 losses, and only 5 goals scored. So yeah, I don't see them breaking the curse against Tottenham, who beat them 5 last Premier League matches.
Exactly, and this will be their 6th, and I'm just looking forward for like Son show.
Yeah, I mean the Son is always like
happy
to score.
Yeah, especially
and
yeah, happy by. Yeah, because it's his way of.
Yeah, I mean, like that's one of the rarest players that everyone loves. Actually, like regards, like even if you're Arsenal fan, you probably love Son because
exactly
he's such a likable guy.
Yeah, and he's actually a great player. Like
great player, great person, great attitude, like everything. Yeah, so.
Everything is there. It's like same case with Ronaldinho. Like if you met someone who didn't like Barcelona, he was always okay, but like Ronaldinho is like very good player, and I enjoy watching him. It's like same case over here.
Magic,
yeah. And we are staying in the London because Chelsea will play against Newcastle, and for me that's the most important match of all this. At 3 p.m.
Well, you're a Chelsea fan, so that kind of makes sense.
That's right. And of course I'm betting that Chelsea is gonna win, because even Chelsea played against Panathinaikos right now in the Conference League.
It's a 4-1 win.
Yeah, and they won 4-1, so they are back on the winning streak. And
I mean, they played versus Liverpool, and they played really good, actually.
Very good, yeah. Maybe that penalty wasn't a necessary thing. I mean, it was a penalty, but
it
like
was a kind of dumb challenge.
A dumb challenge, yeah. That's what I had in mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if we won't count penalties, they might even have a draw. But yeah,
I mean, and
goal is a goal.
It's also unfortunate that because you managed to equalize, and then literally 3 minutes later you concede a goal.
Yeah, just 3 minutes when they came back from very far away, as one of our like classic TV commentators of football actually said one time, because we were like losing at the World Cup and then we equalized, and our this guy said, "Oh, we are back from a very very long trip, guys." Like he was always like 100% calm, like we were winning medals of like World Cup, and he was like, "Oh, what can I say, guys?"
I mean,
so
the guy was chilled.
He was like yeah, very much. And yeah, Chelsea was actually back from a very far trip, but back again, like they were thrown back to hell very fast. But
that goal, I would blame Sanchez, because Jones didn't take the best touch. Like the ball kind of escaped from him, but Sanchez just like turned his ass towards him, and he just managed to sneak the ball like
somehow
over his shoulder.
Yeah, but that actually shows how good Liverpool today is. Still,
I mean,
they are taking every chance, like even like the smallest mistakes of their opponents, of their rivals. They are just taking it and try to at least make it as good as it gets, and many times it's a goal for them. So yeah, but like Chelsea has like very wide squad still, so so
and
maybe
they're resting their best players actually in the Conference League, because
Yeah.
let's be realistic, Chelsea could put on like completely different 11 and they would still be favorites against 90% of the teams in Conference League.
right, and they will actually start caring more about Conference League when it will be like quarterfinals.
Yeah, like
let's say.
quarterfinals, semi-finals, and assume finals, because let's be real. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
the favorites.
Yeah, that would be actually nice. Like, I mean, a trophy is a trophy.
Yeah,
always.
exactly. Like addition to the cabinet.
Yeah, so Chelsea will be playing with Newcastle, and yeah, like we spoke about their last match in Liverpool. I'm not 100% sure that Newcastle is capable of doing the same as Liverpool, even though they are still a good team. But last time they don't have a very positive.
Newcastle is like one of my worst takes in our predictions
Before
pre-season.
season, yeah.
Because I rated them so much. I kind of hoped that, well, not hoped, I'm not their fan, but like
Yeah.
I kind of expected that they're gonna be back to winning ways, because they're gonna get back some players from injuries, they're gonna get Tonali back from betting suspension, all of these things, but they're not delivering. They don't have a win in last 4 matches in Premier League, and yeah, I'm gonna back Chelsea on this one, definitely.
Yeah.
And our last match of the game week is last match of Sunday, and it's the biggest one.
Yeah, like we said, Chelsea with Newcastle was just a breakfast, but the main dish comes after that. Arsenal, Liverpool.
That's the meat and potatoes of this game week.
Yeah, exactly. But I will still say it's gonna be Liverpool's win. Like, let's start with that. But it's not gonna be easy, even though Arsenal lost very dumb points at Bournemouth. I think they were actually maybe more focused before even match with Bournemouth, with match against Liverpool. Like it's more prestigious right now, and if they are still thinking about winning Premier League, they must win against Liverpool and against City. Like,
Yeah, because they already dropped points 3 times this season.
yeah,
And you know, when you're competing against such teams as Liverpool and City, you must take every opportunity possible to grab some points.
exactly, because championships aren't being win on the actual big stadiums of the biggest rival, but like there in Bournemouth, in like West Ham,
Yeah.
stadiums
And-
like that. But right now,
You know, what worries me that last season Liverpool didn't do well against other top 6 clubs.
yeah, and this might happen still.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
But in case again that Saka doesn't play, Odegaard still won't be playing, and Saliba kinda blessed Liverpool with that sending off. If they don't play, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say Liverpool win. But in case they're gonna like be there, especially Saka,
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it a draw.
yeah, maybe it can be a draw also, because like, yeah, Arsenal is still having all their like cannons, but they are lack of gunpowder. Like you said, there's no Saka and like Odegaard.
That's
That's a lot,
majority
actually.
of their team, literally.
Yeah, of their like attacking power and like possession, all that stuff, all this like magic, like we
Moments
saw.
that can just happen.
Yeah, especially with having Saka, who can find like a chance out of nothing, even in the nationals and like in Arsenal.
He does stuff similar to Robin. Like you absolutely know what he's going to do, because he's just gonna cut inside, put the ball out, and look for the far corner.
Yeah.
But he gets away with it.
If it works.
Yeah, like don't change it. If it's ain't broken, don't fix it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm gonna sit on a fence like last time actually against Arsenal. I said they're gonna win, but if they don't play, they can even lose. So now I'm gonna say if all of them play, it's gonna be a draw. But if they don't, like especially Saka, like Liverpool is still gonna do better, because now there's gonna be a gaping hole where Saliba is left, because also Tobiasu is injured, so he won't be playing. So I guess they can't move Ben White to center back, because then they would be missing a right back actually.
Yeah.
I don't know what they will do actually. If they play Kivior, God bless their souls.
Not great times for Arsenal fans.
In that case, Salah will be rubbing his hands just like.
Yeah. But also knowing that Manchester City will 150% gain 3 points, it's crucial for Liverpool to
not
to slip up this match, even though they are actually playing with like 100 times better team. Like losing points now might be crucial in like even further future.
I mean, I'm not gonna say crucial, especially with injury things with City, and they keep getting away with it.
For now.
Up to, exactly, but what up to point. So, I mean, but this is definitely like the match that with the fact that you are saying now is that maybe I'm scared of a draw, because I think that they will try not to lose.
Yeah, not to actually score something, but not to lose. It's way different. Different type of like football philosophy.
And to be honest, like we still haven't seen Arne Slot take on City or Arsenal. He managed to beat United, but almost everyone did this year. And Chelsea were much tougher opponent,
and they did good actually. But if your next opponent is like same level team, same good team,
it's about the nuances, and then it's about the nuances and the luck.
And also players might be also still having in their legs the last match of Champions League, which also wasn't very easy one. So guys, that was our predictions for next week. Both Saturday and Sunday are looking very good, very nice. Like you know which one?
Like a pineapple.
Exactly. So guys, leave a like, share and subscribe. Maybe tell us that we are wrong, or maybe tell us that we are right. Anything.
Give us your opinions, and if you like us, subscribe to the channel.